Alright guys, we got jp225 225 here. This is a 15-minute fair value. Get those formed on market open, well, relatively market open. I'm looking for some sells, but I want to see how market opens in the next minute before I do anything. Go close my door. If it comes up to here or here, I mean, it's just, it probably broke and it's retesting this just to push down because it's looking like it's probably going to sell off here. So we might take our short position here and then hold it till there. But I mean, there's another resistance zone here that it needs to break. But I bet you it opens up. Yep, right there, upwards. I want to see if it rejects here. I'll probably take a short position up here then. See if it rejects this up here or up here. I'll try and catch the top of the wick. Yeah, this is probably the reversal here. Short in now. Move to break even. Probably get stopped out at break even here. I'll hold this though. Trailer stop loss if it comes back down here. Like to the support here. Trailer stop loss down. Heavy rejection. I want a trailer stop loss down though. We'll close that out since it's a risk-free trade now. I'm gonna trail my stop loss just a bit because I'll probably get like snagged as a drag. Oops. Hope it breaks here, then we'll lower our stop loss to like this area here. Oops. Lower our stop loss here if it breaks this yellow, if it breaks back into this fair value gap. Mechanics, I would probably, okay. Our stop loss down. We're now at a guaranteed 460. That's rejecting here. If it breaks here, we'll trail our stop loss down. Probably this area here. Pretty massive way. Let's look at the 5-minute. Yeah, it just rejected these highs pretty hard. Oh, we might get stopped out here. Yeah, we got stopped. Alright, but it's all good. Made a guaranteed like $4, $3.48. Yeah, we got a bit slippage there. 348's not bad. I mean, we did have like a 18 or 16 there, but I think it's probably going to continue going up here. We locked in some profit. Better than getting nothing, you know? If it comes back up here, we might enter another short. Damn, it wicked me out and it just continued selling off, huh? Sucks pretty bad. get FOMO, but we are in a downtrend right now. I mean, but we could expect a reversal. Looking at the 15-minute, just that it fucking absolutely disrespected this fair value gap. I think it could still go up. It rejected up here at this resistance here, though. So I want to see. I mean, I'm kind of bummed I got stopped out. I probably could have waited a bit. Nah, I mean, updating stop loss to break even here would have been better. Like, instead of here, just because it's so close. I don't want to sell right now. I mean, if it comes back up here, I want to see how it reacts if it comes back up here. But let's check if I didn't do anything. I think we placed our order there. We would be up like $10 right now. I mean, at this peak wick right down here, we were up like 19. Just kind of, I should have partially closed there, so I can just like secure $5 and then lower my take profit to like here. So I would have gone like 7. No, we could still see some sell-offs here. I want to keep watching these charts, though. Yeah, it just doesn't want to buy. Really doesn't want to buy. I think I updated my stop loss too early. I mean, yeah, profit is profit. I mean, I'd rather end the day 348. Ooh, wait. Could see a break of structure here. Could come back up. Could enter another short off here, seeing how it reacts. Yeah, realistically, I should have had a take profit in mind down here. Just want to see how it reacts here on the... If it comes back up. It could very much form another resistance like right here. But I really don't see that. I mean, there's resistance here, kinda, from these lows here and these highs here. But I really don't see that being a problem. Yeah, I mean, if I held that trade, held that trade and was expecting it to come down here, I mean, it broke this resistance, retested it. It could actually very much continue coming up here. And see like longs up to these highs, like right here. Could very much see this happening. Oh, but I think a Drake candle's about to be formed here. Yeah, it's gonna reject off this resistance here. Broken retest. Yeah. Probably gonna continue selling off. That was the break and retest right there. I don't want to take this though, because it's still pretty risky, seeing how these two candles were pretty bullish, and now we're coming back down. I mean, this candle just shows fat rejection of a buy on the 5-minute, and this 15-minute also shows fat rejection of a buy. So, I mean, if you wanted to, you could put a sell in and then just hold it, but I want to see how it tests these. If it tests these strongly, I can take a short and target these sells down the lows down here. Oh, but look at that. Yeah, if I entered, it would have gotten almost instant drawdown. You're gonna think like how the banks think retail traders are. It's probably coming down to stop all these people out who have their stop losses down here. Like, it came up to stop me out when I updated my stop loss once we saw this giant fucking thing. They probably assumed that most people were going to lower their stop losses, so they'd push price upwards. I still think that we could see some longs up to these highs up here. Pretty confident in that. Put a long here. And target this high up here. I'll trail stop loss like from here once it breaks here. Yeah, watch it. I bet you it reverses here. Oh, there's some fat momentum. We could probably catch a... Probably actually catch a reversal, not short long. A reversal off this zone here. Catch a wick there. Because, I mean, the thing is with jp225 is that it opens at a fucking one direction and then it will go consolidate around that direction. It fucking absolutely tanked here and then it sold up. Like just now it just bought and now I bet you it could sell off, but I think we can still see, yeah, look, a reversal off that low there. But I still don't want to enter this long. If it comes down here, I'll probably enter a long off down in this area here. For a 3.0 RR. Now that we're seeing this, I mean, we could run breakout strategy, but that's like a heavy scalp, like holding that thing for like 10 positions off this up here, but I don't think so. The market, I think the market still wants to sell off here. I think we're still in a pretty big seller's market. I'll give it a bit longer before I close. Let's stop the recording. I still think it's gonna sell. I still think we're in a seller's market. Ignore that, but still think it's gonna sell off here. Take a short if it comes up to this area. Hit our original TP down here. I mean, it could have been a break and retest there. I mean, it retested this twice. I mean, it broke out upwards, came down, retested again. I just don't see this being a seller's market, to be honest, or to be being a buyer's market. I mean, we could just risk like the fucking 348 that we made here. 2.01, risk the $3 we made for the $11. I still think it's gonna sell off here, but I want a better entry. Like, I'm not gonna catch this. Like, I fucking buy here or sell here, it comes up here, and then eventually sells off. Then like it's gonna fuck your psychology. Like, I see it come up all the way up here if I'm doing like 0.02, and I put an order in here. Like, yeah, if it comes down here, I'll be up 24. But if it comes all the way up here, I'm gonna see that I'm negative 13, and I'm like, oh, okay, well that's everything that I made today and yesterday. Look at the last 24 hours. Like, I'm up 16.34 for the last like day. It's gonna fuck my psychology. I might close up here and then it'll just end up tanking the whole way. Which is why I want a better entry, possibly up in this area before I like sell my short. but it looks like it's just gonna sell off. I'm gonna continue recording though, because I hope it comes back up here. I just see this being a seller's market. I mean, we're still in this downtrend here. Like, we're in this downtrend right here. Making lower lows, lower highs. Like, market does not want to go up right now. I just, if it does come back up here, it could just be retesting to sell off. That's what I think. I mean, we have some pretty big bullish momentum right now, but I think it'll still go down. Could have taken the trade off this here. Get a more realistic 2.5. But I don't want to sell off here or sell here. Yeah, it's just making lower lows, lower highs. Could see a break of structure upwards to the upside now. This looks like a buyer's market now, kind of. I still want to take a short off this high here. Try and target down here. And actually target down there this time, because this time I didn't hold it. That would have been a good spot to exit. I mean, like $13 on a $90 account. That's pretty good. But I wanted to just trail my stop loss. I don't know, it's wicking here. I mean, this looks like a valid zone of resistance now. That's what it's looking like, but I haven't seen any breaks really. It's just consolidation. Yeah, look, seller's market. Probably, I could probably catch a long down here. I still think it's going to come back up to retest though. Valid zone of rejection. If it breaks these lows, then it's probably just going to reject. Alright, stop loss here would probably be great. Look at that. Probably going to buy up to here. I don't want to take that though. That's because I don't want to catch the falling knife. Still think it's gonna. I still think it's gonna be a seller's market though. But I don't want to enter all the way down here because it's only gonna go like so far down. I think it could come up to retest these highs, just to pull down. Which is why I want to wait till it comes up a bit more up here. Because I mean, look, we're still in a downtrend, bro. Still a very clear downtrend. I think it wants to push these lows, to be honest. It's looking like it wants to push them. Yep, there it goes. But will it push these lows is the question. Will it push these? It's not looking like it will. This would be a... I mean, you have to try and bet against the trend at this point if you take this. Ooh, look at that, look at that, look at this sell-off, holy. If we put our pending in and we held it, we would be up 30 bucks, 30% of the account. That's where I would have closed. I think, yeah, I mean, the whole point is to put your stop at a valid zone of rejection. Yeah, look, I can take a probably, this wouldn't be a bad long right here. Target the highs up here. This wouldn't be a bad long. This would be a pretty okay long, to be honest. Target this downtrend here. Because Loki just rejected this resistance here. I might actually enter this. I don't know if it actually wants to go up. My bias is still on a sell. Man, my bias is still on a sell here. I mean, it probably will come up to here, but still watch. I mean, we could probably short here. I think it's just retesting, gonna come up, retest this zone here in that 20 or 50, 253 and sell off again. If I enter, I'm probably gonna enter up here, stop above this uptrend here, and target like even lower lows than this. Yeah, look at that. Came up to reject this and just a sell off. Bet you it sells off here, but we'll see, we'll see. Probably won't write a description for this trade other than I wish I held it longer on the sell here. I think I updated my stop loss way too early. I should have held it to a valid zone of resistance. Like you're updating stop loss to break even. Would have been good if I entered here. I think that makes sense because I had to break this resistance and then break above that. If I entered here, like at this wick, that would have been a better stop loss adjustment. Ooh, I actually might enter a sell right now. I get entered at the top line, by the way, and I exit at the bottom line. I still think this is a pretty fat seller's market. Yeah, look at that. Look at that sell-off. Ooh, but it's rejecting it. Yeah, I'm gonna enter a sell here. I bet you this. I still think this will come down. Start take profit down here. Still think this is a seller's market. I'll probably end up holding this until, like I said earlier, like the $13 in drawdown to fuck my psychology. But I think this is gonna be a seller, pretty heavy seller's market. Check the 30-second, I get more confirmation. I mean, in trading, nothing is surefire. Like, it's not a strategy that'll work 100% of the time. This is my mental stop losses. If it breaks this high here, be my mental stop loss. A lower stop loss to like here, like my almost my entry. If it touches this yellow line here. Which I hope it does. We can't expect anything in trading. Nothing is surefire. I still think it's a pretty heavy seller's market. Just because of this rejection of the buy on the 5-minute. 15 minutes looking pretty bearish still too. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna actually, I mean, I don't want to close, but it's like, it looks like it's gonna reject here. Yeah, I'm gonna actually exit that because this looks like a pretty fucked up trade. Maybe another $1.13. It looks, it looks like it's gonna reject here. I mean, it's probably looks like it's forming an uptrend. Yeah, we would have been in a drawdown right now, but I closed, but it's, I don't know. I think I can just let the emotions get the better of me there. Take a short here. I mean, we could, but I still think it's going to be an uptrend. This could actually, I'm not too sure now about this being an uptrend. I think I was liquidity, to be honest. I bet you it pushes these lows. Oh no, look at that. I want to keep watching these trades for maybe one more setup and then call it a day. Whether I get like a fucking 3-point setup or a fucking 50-point setup or a fucking 3-point loss, like even that. Yeah. We could put a short in here. Target these lows. I don't know. I still think it's gonna be a seller's market. It's breaking out here pretty hard. Well, I don't see it pushing all the way up. You could have just came up, retested this to buy up though. Could have just retested this low. That's kind of what it did. And if we do, we can try and take a wick to wick. Oh, but it is reject. Nah. Try and take a wick to wick. Or try to wait for this to burn itself out on, like, well, if it comes up really hard, then it's got to run out of steam, but it's not coming up too hard, is the thing. That's why I still think you can take a short here. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to grab liquidity to come down. It's just stopping people out to come down even harder, it looks like. Look at the 5 minute, I mean, it rejected these buys pretty hard, so. Look at the 15 minute, rejected this buy and this sell pretty hard, but it also rejected this sell on the 15 minute pretty hard. Yeah, market open candles on JPN are pretty terrible on the 15 minute, like. Let's get another example, not here, over here. Yeah, they're pretty shitty on the 15 minute. Yeah, it's coming up now. Making a doji. I mean, the 5 minutes looking really strong for a sell. Apart from these 2 wicks here, just because of these 4 wicks here where I tried to buy and absolutely rejected it. It's looking pretty solid for a sell on the 5 minute, but the 15 minutes looking pretty solid for a buy based on this wick here. Market could still go up. Again, I don't know say anything until like I'm sure of it. Yeah, I mean it's just kind of consolidating here. Comes up, tanks, comes up, tanks. We're still in a downtrend. It's like a confluence that I'm looking at right now. This is still a downtrend. This is a resistance zone. If I sell, I think I enter on the bottom line. It's just the only thing that's deterring me from selling right now is that this 15 minutes looking pretty bullish. Then again, it came up all the way here, came down, and then ended bullish right here. And then this candle came down, and this is a stronger sell candle. Yeah, I don't know about this sell now. It's breaking these highs. I mean, the 15 minute has stronger confluences than the 1 minute or the 5 minute. I just made a complete doji. One more setup is all I want. Yeah, this is just emotion trading at this point. Oh, I could have made $14 here. So I gotta make the $14 from the second trade. Nah, bro. Could short here. This could be a very risky trade though. Yeah, I'm actually gonna short. Mental stop loss up here. Take profit down here. I'll hold this one if it comes all the way down here though. I won't trail my stop loss. I mean, trailing your stop loss is a good idea, but it's just gonna fuck me in the end, I feel. Another stop up here. I just think it's gonna tank here. I just have stop loss here in case it like absolutely booms out of nowhere. So it stops me here instead of I having to close, like me having to close like all the way up here. Having a stop here now would be better. Just because this downtrend's expanding over to here now. If it is in a downtrend, it's not going to come up all the way up here. It'd be weird. It's going to come down here or down here. If that makes sense. Have it above the trend. Above the trend line. See some kind of rejection. Looks like it did try to just broke, retested a bit, and it's gonna sell off pretty hard. This could be a good take profit one here. I want to see it break. My take profit one is my stop loss adjustment one, pretty much. I still think we're gonna see a pretty heavy sell-off. I want to see this 1 minute close below here though. That'd be great. If it doesn't, we might have to hop out. Okay, well, we saw this candle closure down there. Now we want the 5 minute to close below there before we do anything. Oh my god, I think my headphones just died. Oh no, they were just inactive. And my headphones just turned themselves off and it made a beep and it made me jump. Hopefully we can see these lows get pushed. Low-key, we'll trail this down as it goes down now. So if it pushes these lows, every pip that it pushes, it moves my stop loss down as well. Yeah, see, look at that. Now it's going to lower it down. No, we'll hold that. If we get to 17, that'd be great. I'm going to move stop loss to break even now. I think this is a pretty solid break even here. I'm going to not have that trail actually. Looks like it's forming a rejection here. Yeah, I'm out. I think it's going to reject here. It's going to reject on these places at this area here. I mean, hell, we made an extra 10 bucks, so we're up 13 on the day, so that's like the original trade, so I'm not taking any more trades. Yeah, I bet you it rejects here. Anywho, I'll let you guys know in the description. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, we're gonna end the recording.